Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. I want to show you a creative movement that actually works. A lot of trainers are getting bored out there and coming up with some movements that are more folly than productive, movements that don't cohesively fit into a routine and pose a threat to injury, all in the name of entertaining followers and trying to keep things fresh without regard for utility. However, here is a creative and safe way to do an exercise and get more out of it with a greater understanding of your body and this particular exercise. Peace, love, and muscles. Take care of yourself. Remember, the emperor has no clothes. Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm showing you lat pull downs from a standing position. And the reason that I'm showing you this is because this is a terrific way to connect to the muscles. That first moment that you grab the apparatus, right? That you make the connection with your body and you're in a position of disadvantage, if you will. You're not in a position of leverage yet where you're sitting down on the machine and your legs are underneath those pads and you're in the prescribed movement that we typically find ourselves in when we're doing this exercise. But at the very beginning, when you first touch those weights, and you get an opportunity to not be in a position of leverage and to really make that connection with the body and to try to pull those weights down from the standing position when you're not yet, like I said, leveraged is an incredible feeling. It's a great way to get in touch with the body. I would love for you to try a couple of these repetitions where you're not in a position of leverage. You really get an opportunity to lock into those muscles and then do 4 or 5 repetitions, right? Right before you get into that movement where you're sitting down and your knees are under the pad and now you're in more of a position of leverage. Bodybuilding, in my opinion, is to start connecting to the muscles not necessarily with more weights and more repetitions, but by making that dialogue, building that connection with the mind and the muscle, and also using the bodybuilding apparatus as a tool, right? The weights and the resistance are really a conduit or a tool for us to connect with our bodies. And to cleverly use that apparatus in a way that we haven't used before allows the body to figure out how to move those weights from a position of disadvantage. So that's what this is about. So when I first grab these handles, right, before I sit down, I can feel that the muscles that are about to work. And instead of just jumping into the exercise and pounding out repetitions, why don't I just get a little bit more connected to that very first movement, that very pure movement of when it's just me standing there from a dead position, if you will. The weights are dead. And like I've said in the past, you can turn any lift into a deadlift. This is dead weight. I'm not in a position of leverage. I'm just standing there and I'm allowing the muscles in a very natural position, right? Before I've contorted my body to fit into whatever apparatus is around me, it's just pure. It's just grab the weights. Here's the gravity. Let's make the argument with the gravity and let's use the muscles in the that are going to ultimately use this, pull down this apparatus, but without being in a position of leverage, okay? And that's, in my opinion, the greatest part of the exercise. That's the juice you're looking for, not the steroids. The juice you're looking for is in the connection to your body. You cannot substitute that feeling of being connected to yourself in that way. And again, the story is it's an argument with gravity, right? And you can only really have that terrific argument with the gravity of the weights when you are in a position of disadvantage or deleverage, okay? And so what I'd love for you to do is just try 4 or 5 repetitions right before you bounce into the typical movement that you're going to do. Do 4 or 5 of this manner, right? Just from a standing position, lock and load, very natural position because that's the first sense of the weights. Feel your muscles pull that down. Of course, it's a little bit of a staccato type of movement or a little shortened or abbreviated movement because you're not going to get a full repetition by extending all the way up. But it's just a way to get connected to the body. And I'd love for you to try a few reps and then throw a little more weight on the stack and then get into your prescribed form and tell me if you don't feel it. I think you really will. I'd love for you to try the exercise. Thank you so much for listening to the video, watching the video. Peace, love, and muscles. Please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.